Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to TJ Warren TV. Arsenal lose away to Fulham 2-1. And it's fair to say that that is easily our worst game of the season on form. No ideas, no creativity, no passion. No. So just to give you guys an idea of where my headspace is right now, I woke up in St. Louis. My wife drove me back to Kansas City, 3 hours. I was in the car seat watching the passenger seat, watching the phone. And it was a good thing I wasn't driving, because I would have jerked the wheel into oncoming traffic and then just tried to figure out a way around it, because these guys make me that frustrated. We have won in 6 matches, and I am now Arteta out. There's no more excuses, guys. We don't have a good plan A. We don't have a plan B. And if we had a plan C, we saw it when we went to 3 at the back today, and it was god awful. So that's the posture. That's what I'm coming into this show with. We are absolutely garbage. I'm supposed to back him. I'm supposed to back this manager. I'm supposed to back this. But big up everybody inside. Make sure that you're smashing the like. We got 14 inside. Thank you guys so much for joining. I know everybody is streaming right now. Northside is streaming. AFTV is streaming, because I know all you guys love them. We're gonna have I believe El Ahua's coming up too. But speaking of El Ahua, we got the Arsenal representative from El Ahua joining today. Dow wasn't able to make it, and Connor wasn't able to make it, but we have a deep bench here at TJ Warren TV, and we got man like Saad joining us from the football corner. Saad, welcome to TJ Warren TV. Like I said in the back, man, I'm so sorry. First, I'm grateful that you're joining me today, because this is your debut on the channel. I wish it was under better circumstances, but bro, how you doing? How you feeling? Yeah, let us know. Let the people know.
Listen, I think going into the football wise, I'm speechless. In regards to football, I'm speechless. But in regards to life, I'm all good at the moment. Gonna enjoy my night later. So it's not all doom and gloom today for me. I'm gonna enjoy my new year. It's gonna be good. But I'm good, man. Thank you very much for having me, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Of course, bro. Of course. So what did you make it today? I mean, obviously, this one put me over the top. I think I was teetering after the last results. I was drawing to Liverpool. That's fine. Losing at home to West Ham is inexcusable. And then this is the response that we get, in my opinion. So where are you at on this team, on this manager? I mean, we can get into the game, but honestly, man, like it's alarming to me to end the year where we bottled the league, and now we've bottled top of the league towards the end of December. 4 points out of a possible 15. Like, how are you feeling right now?
Are we allowed to swear on this?
Of course we are. Yeah, of course we are.
I'm feeling fucking shit, mate. I feel fucking shit. Like, seriously, it's terrible. I'm gonna echo something that I said on the football terrace. Where I said one word came to mind. Complacency. And complacency in a team is the most dangerous thing you can have, because it spreads like wildfire. It's a virus. So it will go from one person to the other, and it spreads so quickly. Yeah. It started off with Saka last season, started getting complacent. Do you know what I mean? And we tried to hide it by saying he had an injury, this and that, his Achilles are going. So we tried to hide it with that.
Yep.
Now we're seeing Martinelli again, another complacent player. Yeah. Now we're seeing Jesus complacency, because who the person to come in for him is Nketiah, who is another player that isn't at the level that it needs to be. Now the alarming thing for me, the reason why I bring up the word complacency is because I've now seen something that has truly shocked me and truly scared me, which is we're now seeing players like Declan Rice, Saliba, and Gabriel dropping stinkers.
Yep.
These are the backbones, the spine of our team, and they are dropping stinkers. This is how you know. This is how you know that something is wrong. The trajectory has gone left real quick. We are gonna be, if we this transfer window coming up, if it wasn't important already, it skyrocketed to another level, bro. It's another level now. We need to bring it. I mean, speaking about the game, I don't know. Do you want to get into the game, or do you want to give your?
Yeah, well, let's get into the game real quick. I'll give my summation. We played that game for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
For a total of 5 minutes. We scored. I mean, it was an incredible passage of play by Martinelli and Saka. Martinelli getting on the counter from Castaña's mistake. Martinelli showing his speed, showing his ability to get into the box when Fulham couldn't get back quick enough. Great rebound by Saka. And it was a great goal. And after that, totally took our foot off the gas. What I would like to see from this team moving forward, or what you would expect to see from teams that you are in a title race, would be to absolutely step on their necks after that and finish the game. There was no pressing, there was no passion, no creativity, nothing. Then Fulham put 10 men behind the ball and basically starve us out of that game. And then we're just one or two mistakes away from them latching on and doing exactly what they did, doing what West Ham did to us. Once they had the lead, man, it was over. It was over. We are not a team. We are not a team that is deep enough defensively. I don't care what anybody says. We are not a team that is deep enough defensively to withstand any sort of Premier League attack for 85 minutes. So I don't know what we were doing sitting back. We are not a defensive team. And if that performance does not convince you of that, I don't know what to tell you. Thanks, Stephanie. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes absolutely every single time.
There you go, Stephanie.
But yeah, that's literally like my overall game. Like, I'm not even going to get into player ratings because there's nobody that's getting above a 5 for me. Declan Rice dropped a stinker today. And people are going to say, no, he was giving the ball away. Whenever he tried to move the ball vertically, he was giving it away. The guy cannot pass through lines. And we talked about this on your show for the West Ham preview. We talked about this. And then we have Bukayo Saka, who is arguably our best player. He was awful too. Like, it's one of those things where, when are our big guys going to step up? When are our marquee players going to step up? And at some point, if they don't start stepping up, if the form doesn't pick up, if you got to start looking at the manager. You have to start saying, you know what we're doing consistently is not working.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. I mean, and we can, like, dude, I'm so over this game, bro. I thought about it for an hour after I left. I'm like, you know what am I supposed to say about this game that's going to be like, that's going to offer any sort of useful insight? I mean, everybody in the chat already watched it. Big up. Yeah. Ben White was shocking too. I agree. Like, I don't even think, first of all, Sad doesn't have the time because he has to go over to El Ahua. Make sure that you guys go over there. Make sure that you are subscribing to the Football Corner. It will be in the title after the show is done. And actually, while you're doing that, I'm going to put that in the title. But yeah, man, like, give us your thoughts on the game. Give us your thoughts on the game.
So Ben White, absolutely shocking. Firstly, actually, you know what? Let me not go to Ben White. Let me start off by saying one thing.
Yeah.
I was already shook. Yeah, I was shook coming into this game when I saw Kivio at left back. That's the first thing that ting, you know what I mean? It flicked the switch in my head. I was like, whoa, we're going Kivio at left back after what happened to him against PSV.
Yep.
Bakayoko, and then Serginho Dest came in and done him a couple of times.
Yeah,
Pause.
in a game
Yeah,
that was basically in a game that was basically a
dead
friendly, and this
rubber.
dude doesn't show up, bro.
It was a dead rubber. You didn't need to do
Yeah.
anything. You didn't need to put in a performance. And
Yep.
even then, he still got cooked. And we're bringing him up against Fulham in a Premier League game. Kivior at left back. Can you imagine? Kivior at left back. Why did we get rid of Tierney? Why did we get rid of Tierney? Could we have not used Tierney right now? Could we have not used him? Could we have not utilized him? Instead, we're sitting here getting rid of him and loaning him out to other clubs. Now, Kivior at left back was the first thing that kind of messed me up, yeah? The second thing was Ben White. Ben White is absolutely dreadful. This season, he has been absolutely dreadful. Even it's unfortunate that Tom Yasu came into this game, because I felt like even though his performance wasn't the best, he just come back from injury. I got to allow him for now. Yeah, because
I
he
don't blame
came
him at
back
all.
and he come back from injury, and he's probably come back, looked around and be like, what the fuck have I just come back to? This was not the team that I left. Why is everybody like this? Why is everybody breaking up and falling apart? Do you know what I mean? So listen, this is what is realistic about our team, yeah?
Yeah.
We are here to have moments. We're not here to stay in it consistently and ride it until the end. Yeah, we're not here to get until the end and fight for that badge. Yeah, today when I watched that game, I saw players just lackluster. Performances were the level was on the floor. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the level was on the floor, and nobody really wanted to try. Yeah, Martinelli, how he gets a game, I have no idea. After all the stinky performances he's put up, I would have rather played Reece Nelson. Yes, the level might be a bit lower, but at least he'll give you something. At least
Right.
he'll give you a bit of fight. You know what I mean? He'll fight for the badge. He'll
Like,
come
yeah.
out and put performance out.
Right. No, I agree with
Saka,
you.
yeah, Saka. I don't know what's up with this guy. Saka is. Listen, he's been scoring and assisting. He's been getting his GA up. But at this point, what are we? GA merchants? Are we gonna sit here and carry? Oh yeah, GA. Brilliant.
We did it, guys. We did it.
That wins us games. Bring up the GA. Big up the GA. If we really look at it, yeah, I was you know what, I have to look at myself in this, because I really look at myself now and I'm like, you know what, I was actually just papering over cracks. I didn't even call it out, because I really should have called this out, because I had a hunch, but I was putting it to the back of my head, to back of my mind, and I was like, you know what, it's okay. We will come back. We will be able to, or our attack will wake up again. They will start scoring. They will start assisting. That's done now. That is done now. All we are
Facts.
is City without the finishing edge. Yeah, just pass.
Bro, I cannot believe, like, and I'm just gonna piggyback off you. I cannot believe that I sat on Sarcasm City and said, you know what, maybe Arteta's playing the long game. Maybe this eventually playing this possession defensively sound football is gonna come good when we hit March or April. Well, it won't really matter if if we hit March or April and we're in fifth. You know what I mean? This team is one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive team in the world.
Yeah.
In terms of player value. And we have Dumb and Dumber at the helm. Like, look, and you can go ahead and you can tell, like, you can say, oh yeah, the players, they have to hold some of the blame. Absolutely. No passion. They're in there palling before the game and during halftime. They're palling with Willian and frickin' Burnt Leno and I don't think they were palling with Iwobi, but all these old man over there on the Fulham side that used to play for us, and they're playing patty cake with them in the tunnel. The same thing happened last season. I should have clocked it today. The same thing happened last season when we were playing Man City 3 times, and Odegaard is over there playing patty cake with Holland in the tunnel. Like, these guys do not take it seriously, man. Like, this is war. Like, and you know how much us as supporters, especially you and I, who go on camera every day of the week and back these man, and these guys just don't seem to care. They're there to collect a paycheck. They're there to flip their hair. They're there to freaking, make sure that they have something to post to IG after the match. Like, I'm done with it, man. I'm done. Like, the Fulham came to play today. Fulham came to play. West Ham came to play. Like, we are a team that is supposedly supposed to be taken seriously, and we go out there and put in a performance like that. Like, we're supposed to be the sole challengers, or one of the sole challengers at the beginning of the season to Man City to win the title. And we're more worried about keeping up good relations with the other players of other teams. Like, man, could you imagine? And I'll get done after this, but could you imagine, like, Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira going into the tunnel and being like, yeah, man, dapping it up with the freaking opposition? Like, give me a break. You think him and Roy Keane were doing this? We're giving it the business in the fucking tunnel? No, they were trying to take each other out at the knees. Like, what happened? What happened to us? What happened to the club that went invincible? 20 years, man. 20 years. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And the worst part is I feel like I bought in. I feel like this season I gave him rope. And now I'm done, man. Not after this.
Because they tricked us. No, but TJ, they tricked us. They tricked us. I'll tell you why they tricked you and me and all the other fellow gooners that are with me in the chat right now. Firstly, big up all the Arsenal fans in here, man. Big up.
Absolutely.
It's upsetting that we have to meet on such a distressing occasion, but big up to all you guys. I'll tell you why they tricked us, yeah? Because they went and bought Declan Rice in the summer, and we thought, whoa, first time the club's spending over 100 mil. Okay, so these guys must be moving seriously. But then when they bring Declan Rice in, then they bring Havertz in, and I'm like, right. So why are we bringing this guy in then? I thought we were serious.
And he had an absolute. He returned to form today too. By the way, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, 100% he did. 100% invisible in the game. But we bought Havertz in, and I'm like, right, okay. So there's the old Arsenal of just buying a player for no reason. We've decided we can spend money now, but we're spending it on the wrong players. That's fine. So we've opened up our wallets, and then we're just buying everything. Yeah, you're buying Beats. Big up Sideline Football Show. You're buying Beats, yeah, from the man on the with the market stall, bro, and he's telling you it's real, but the box looks booky, the box looks fake, but you're still buying it because you got money right now. It's just payday. You know when it's payday? You know when you get paid from your work, yeah, and you're gassed and you're going out and you're buying shit and you're just like, let me buy this, let me buy that, let me buy this, let me buy that. Veta earlier just used the same thing. You know when you go to the supermarket on a hungry stomach and you're just buying hella stuff that you don't need? That was us during the summer transfer window.
Facts.
We did not need Kai Havertz. Yeah, we did not need David Raya. We needed a defender, which we got in Timber. I'm happy about that. It's unlucky that he got the injury. Of course, that's unlucky.
100%.
That's the one thing that I'll give them leeway on. It's unfortunate that he got the injury, yeah? But we didn't need Raya. We didn't need Havertz. We needed a striker. We needed a midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder, not Havertz, a box-to-box midfielder. I'm talking about someone like Goretzka, yeah? Someone like, what's his name from Inter Milan? Barella. Although Barella probably won't leave, but that kind of
somebody in that ilk, yeah,
that world class kind of player. That's what we needed. This was our time to jump to the next level.
Facts.
And I'll tell you right now, we have failed completely to jump to the next level because we have in fact gone backwards. We have in fact gone backwards. And I sat here and I backed these guys. I backed them. Now, I'm not necessarily Arteta out. I'm not Arteta out yet. I think it's going to take me a bit longer for me to be Arteta out.
Fair.
But
Fair.
what I am saying is I back these players every single week, every single day. I back them. I go out there. I speak. I get clowned on shows. Yeah. And that's fine. It's that's fine. It's football banter. It's
part of the game.
So
part of the game, bro.
It's part of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when I'm doing good and they're doing bad, bro, guess what, mate? I'm right there, front of the line, bro. So I'm bantering them same way, bro. But I sit there and I put my neck on the line for these players, backing them, and they go out and they put a performance like that, and I don't even feel too like, yeah, I feel bad right now. Only God knows how the away fans feel. Did you see the rain out there, bro? You see the rain out there, and they're sitting there through wind and rain. It's like a tornado. It's looking like you live in Florida,
wind
bro.
and rain, torrential rain, like a monsoon hit. It was crazy, and those guys are still singing when we're down 2-1, like putting in one of the worst performances of the season, if not the worst performance. Like you could go ahead and say, like, oh yeah, we only lost 3-0. We only lost 3-0 at West Ham, but we at least looked like we were trying to fight. We were garbage today.
Yeah.
Dead. I feel terrible for those guys that are out there still freaking drying out their clothes from getting absolutely soaked in the away end, singing their ass off for what? For what?
And big up to the away fans,
bro.
And big up to the away fans because they still kept singing even though the performance was utter shit. Even though the performance was utter shit, they still sung their hearts out, bro. That's why I big up the away support, bro. All the away fans that go out and go away to these grounds, bro, they sing their hearts out. They sing their absolute hearts out, man. So I big them up, bro, because they after the half time when they came out and put that shit performance, I didn't have to sing. They could have said, bro, I'm not watching this. What the hell is this? Why am I watching these players just straight around like this? Oh, yeah, let me just go and pass the ball there. Let me do this. Oh, he's gonna body me, so let me just drop on the floor to try and get a foul. Try get a foul. How about fight
for another thing? That's another thing we need to address, bro. These guys are going down way too early, way too easy, and the refs aren't allowing it anymore, bro. Like you start seeing this in West Ham. Like these refs aren't having it anymore. Like Gabriel, there was a point in that game in the second half when Gabriel went down so easy,
in the box.
Like literally just in the box, just went down trying to draw something, and the refs like, nah. Like this is pathetic, man. Where are the balls? You know what I mean? Where are the cojones in this team to try to stick on there? Earn your penalties, earn your fouls. Like we're going to ground so easy, and people are just think it's a joke, and it makes us look like soy boys. Like we are. It's a fucking disgrace. It's a disgrace, man. It's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
Big up everybody inside. Make sure that you're smashing the likes up. We got 31 people inside. This is a hell of a show for this channel. Make sure that you are smashing the likes, subbing if you are new, and subscribe to the Football Corner. Saad is filling in for Dal and Connor today, but he will be a repeat guest. You better believe that right now. Big up Uncle Rods. I see you in there as well. Big up everybody inside. We'll say hi to everybody. Everybody in the chat. Saad has to go over to El Agua. I feel bad for him. But all of us are gonna get cooked today, which is unfortunate. But yeah, Saad, I want to give you a chance. Final thoughts before you have to jet, bro. And again, thank you for coming on, man. I mean, where do we go next from this? Maybe that's my last question for you. Where do we go next?
All eyes on the January transfer window. Tomorrow, January the 1st, the doors open to the supermarket. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick saying before I leave, yeah? In Black Friday, yeah, when the doors are ready to be opened, and you got people at the line, bro, and they're just all lining up, and then as soon as they open the doors, everybody runs out. It's exactly what's happening right now. Yeah.
Yep.
I want Arsenal not to get left behind. Yeah, you need to go out there. I know we're hearing all this FFP talk and all of this, all of that. Realistically, I think it's bullshit. I really do think it's bullshit. We definitely have money there. We definitely have money there. Yeah, it's just about whether we will spend it. It's whether we will spend it. And we right now we need to go out in the market. We need to get a midfielder. We need a striker. It's not even let's prioritize one of the two. We need both now. We need to bring in players that are gonna be able to give us performances, get this team balanced again. Because what's happening now, we're not balanced. This team, not balanced. Poor team right now, man. We're playing very poor right now. So yeah, I guess that's what I'll say before I leave. But listen, thank you very much for having me, man. It's been an honor to
Bro,
get on
thank
your
you.
channel. I appreciate you and every single one of you in the chat. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to TJ Warren TV and myself as well if you can. Bless up, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next stream. Big up, man.
Yeah,
Big
big up,
up, my
Sod.
bro.
We'll see you over at El Agua in a few.
Bro. Big up, man.
I'm sorry. I'll be in the chat for you, bro. Don't worry.
Nah, big up,
All right,
man.
later, brother.
Latest.
Later. All right, guys. Big upside every single time. Make sure that I'm dead serious. Go to the title. Make sure that you hit subscribe on at the Football Corner 97. No spaces, people. Sod is an absolute legend. We will redirect over to Husam's channel after this to go and support our boy Sod because he's out here taking bullets just like I am. And yeah, man, it's absolutely peak. But let's say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm probably going to go for another 20 minutes or so. We're going to make this a little bit short just because I just got back from seeing some family over Thanksgiving. So, or not Thanksgiving, over Christmas/New Year's. So I am a little tired and a little disheveled here. Let's get to the super chats. Big up Sheik every single time. 200 million spent, and you actually got worse. You are correct. Yes, I think we are worse than we were last season. Absolutely inexcusable. I am now Arteta out. I don't need to wait for the rest of the season because I think we know how Liverpool is going to go. I think it's pretty safe to see how that's going to go. Big up Dal every single time, dropping the big $50 super chat. Dal, you're a part of this channel. Again, you don't need to do this, but I appreciate it, bro. Every single time. Big up Dal every single time. Make sure that you are subscribing to the Oregon Goon on YouTube as well. He says, Happy New Year. Arteta's done out here. Big up the chat. Love you all. We love you, Dal. Dal, everybody misses you, bro. We will be absolutely cooking next year, regardless of whether our team is cooking. But this channel will be cooking. By the way, guys, American Idiot will be back on Friday. We had to take this week off just due to some travel, but after the New Year shenanigans are over, we will be live. It will be a huge year for TJ Warren TV on YouTube, and Dal and Connor are the reason for that. Yeah, Gunnar ER. Liverpool, Live VAR pool next. How the hell is that going to go? Well, the only way we win that game is if Liverpool doesn't take it seriously. And let me know if you guys disagree in the chat. That's the only way that we win the FA Cup match. And if we don't, I thought I was going to wait to judge Arteta until after the FA Cup match. Not anymore. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Like if you can't motivate these guys, if you're allowing these guys to carry on the way that they do, like I was talking with Sod earlier, in the tunnel, not focusing, throwing dabs at the other team, with the other team, buddying around. It's not an elite mentality, guys. It's not a mentality that wins you championships. It's just not it. This is not it. Nobody's getting stuck in. There's no passion, and we lost to mid-table Fulham. Like I think going into the game, they were like 4 points off of relegation. Like these are the guys that we should be beating. I've been saying it over and over and over again. These are the guys that we should be beating consistently in order to get to the title. It's one thing to lose or drop points away at Man City, Liverpool. I mean, even Tottenham, even United. It's the teams that are outside of the big six that you need to be finishing against. And we're not doing it. It's going to be another case of death by 1,000 paper cuts, even though this time it looks like it's going to be death by a couple of wounds, because this is what I saw today was absolutely awful. And it is, It's indicative of what's to come, I think, unfortunately. Big up Donna Collin. When I get paid, I buy gifts for my boyfriends. Mr. Theo, what would you like? I like super chats. I like money. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Dal. Thanks for subbing in, Sod. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you go and subscribe to Sod. Catfisherman UK. I subscribed. I highlighted this one for you. I was out there soaked, traveled 5 hours for that pathetic performance. Get me Ivan Tony in and Eddie out. I've seen enough. Yeah, we didn't talk about Eddie today because Eddie was non-existent and he played all 90 minutes. This is what we are dealing with, people. Eddie and Nketiah playing all 90 minutes. They subbed off Martinelli, who is actually having an impact on the game, and kept on Eddie and Nketiah. Now, people are going to ask me, oh, TJ, you're being harsh. Why aren't you Arteta out? I think it speaks for itself. Now, don't you? Don't you? What else are you guys saying here? See here. Yeah, everybody, make sure you smash them likes up. Big up Dal every single time. Make sure that you are smashing them likes up. Big up Victor every single time. I know you're here to dance on my grave, but I'm totally cool with it. Big up all the Tottenham fans that are in here as well, dancing on my grave. You know, you guys have your day today. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, I'm honestly, guys, I'm honestly lost for words here. I'm honestly lost for words. Big up Scott M. Ange will bring your team to the elite level vibes. Any chance you want to take us from us, please? I would rather have Ange Postecoglou than Arteta right now. Arteta does not have the elite mentality. He takes what I will say about Ange Postecoglou is he's very, very good with the media. His football is very, very attractive. He's getting wins when a lot of people are out. Like I cannot say anything bad because we lost and Spurs won. Now tomorrow may be another day because we can have a little bit more context around it. But what am I supposed to do? Spurs are 1 point off us in the table now. 1 point off us, and they are basically the walking wounded. And I'm supposed to come out here and talk shit on Spurs? What? We've all played half the league. It doesn't matter. Schedule strength doesn't matter anymore. We've all played half the league now. So what? Or half the season now. Everybody's pretty much played everybody. So how am I supposed to say we're any better than Spurs? We've gotten pretty lucky on the injury front. They've been absolutely awful. So when they're consistently able to have Romero in there, Basuma in there, James Maddison in there, who arguably was the best player in the Premier League before he got injured. How am I supposed to say, oh yeah, we're going to finish above them now? I can't believe it. I'm going to say it. Will Stewart is looking like he's correct. So that's just, it's absolutely peak right now for us. It's absolutely peak. Yeah. It looks like we're going to be battling for third or fourth place. Yep. I said third on Sarcasm City on Thursday, by the way. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes and going over and subscribing to Sarcasm City as well. We are on our way to 10K over there. What else you guys saying? Big up Eli in the cut. Eli, I saw you over on Northside's channel, dude. It's a funeral, bro. It's a funeral. It's a funeral everywhere, man. It's a funeral everywhere. We got 29 people inside coming in here to dance on my grave or come to the therapy session. I'm pretty sure it's both, right? I'm pretty sure it's both, bro. Oh my God. Oh, something happened last night, Eli? I won't get into it. Yeah, guys. Put in your last final questions. I'm probably only going to go 45 minutes today just because I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming, guys. I can't even deny it. I mean, let's just get into it. Sick of the 4-3-3, new formation needed. Well, Dal, you saw that we switched to 3 at the back and moved Saka over to a right wing back in order to facilitate Eddie and Nketiah up front. I'm done with this manager, bro. I'm done with it. It's absolutely incredible what I saw today. And incredible is not a compliment. It's not a compliment. It's absolutely nuts, man. It's nuts. I was shocked when he brought Martinelli off. Obviously, Martinelli didn't have a good game other than in the first 5 minutes, but I was shocked that they left Eddie and Nketiah over there. He is absolutely dead. Dead baller, man. I mean, and you can argue, oh, well, he didn't get a lot of service. So what? When he did get service, he was putting it 5 feet wide. And I'm supposed to rate this guy? People coming in saying, oh, yeah, it's going to be an Eddie and Nketiah redemption story. We've been waiting on the Eddie and Nketiah redemption story for 3 years. Like, when is enough enough? We have to buy a striker during this window. Otherwise, even top 4 is in jeopardy. We're not winning the title. It doesn't matter who we get in during the transfer window. It doesn't matter. We're not winning the title. We are not going to spend enough money. This manager does not have the wherewithal to get us to that place. We've seen it. We've seen it now. So you're not going to convince me otherwise. 1 win out of 6, guys. 1 win out of 6. And I'm supposed to listen to certain YouTubers and top gooners telling me not to panic. Okay. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Stimbles. Rice joins Arsenal and they look more like West Ham, slow and turgid. Alvarez joins West Ham and suddenly they look fluid. No nuance, just critical mind and not that of a sheep. Yeah, no, we only have critical minds here. And that's why I feel a little bit sheepish today. Just because I thought that there might have been a method to the madness. And right now it's just madness. Right now it's just madness, guys. Just madness. Clubs later? Oh yeah, absolutely, Eli. Clubs later before I have to go out and try to celebrate New Year's and forget that this year ever happened. Cubed. Question for TJ. Say it out loud. Is Arteta a fraud? Yes, he's a fraud. He's fraudulent. You can clip it. He's a fraud. He's done. He's done. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Like, best of luck. I hope he gets another job somewhere in La Liga. You know, maybe Osasuna is looking for a new manager. I don't care. I'm done with this guy. I'm done. I don't need any more of this. We have waited 4 years for a trophy that this guy, from a team that this guy built. This is now his squad. There are no more excuses. There are no more excuses. I said at the beginning of the season, win now. Now is the time to win, and we are not doing it. We're not doing it. So yeah, I'm Arteta out now. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Big up everybody inside. Make sure you're smashing the likes. We are at 28 likes. Get me up to 30 likes before the end of the stream, people. Before the end of the stream. Gunariar, you should tell him where to you should be his agent. You should tell him where to apply. Leighton Orient. That's big up. Big up TJ Warren. Excuses coming from top Gooners who left at after 80 minutes. Arsenal need to get rid of their version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Mikel Arteta. I think Mikel Arteta is better than Ole, but the football that I'm seeing right now is pretty reminiscent of what Ole got fired for. The only difference is that Man United have standards. Man United have well, not so far this season, but they will eventually get rid of Ten Hag and they will eventually go to where they need to be because they have that ilk, they have that standard. We don't. We're okay. We're okay with this. That's the problem. Is that people like me, people like Lee, people like Dow, people like Northside, people like Matt, all the real ones on this platform that I look up to will call for this manager's head because they want to see something elite. They want to see a manager that is disciplined, doesn't give a shit about all the noise, and is focused on keeping their players focused and the mentality elite. These owners will not, because all these owners care about are dollar signs. As soon as that stops coming in, then he's going to be in trouble. What got Wenger out? The fans protesting because of inconsistent results or consistently only getting top 4 and not winning anything. These guys, as long as the Kroenkes see progression, they're going to keep them in. It's unfortunate. I've said this before and I'll say it again, guys. If Arteta gets past Porto and goes anywhere in the FA Cup or gets top 4 again, Arteta isn't going anywhere. Like, I hate to say it, the only way that Arteta is maybe going to be in danger is if he bombs out against Liverpool and we bomb out against Porto. That's the only way. Like, I'm sorry. It's a tough reality because the Kroenkes, all they care about is progress. As soon as they don't see progress, then they might consider pulling the trigger. But you can't deny that from where Arteta started to where we are now is unfortunately incremental improvement. But fans like me, fans like Dal, are used to want to see teams that want to win trophies, right? But the Kroenkes are not there yet. The Cronkies see a guy that is developing youth and having consistent improvement. But it's not enough now. Today we saw it's not enough. It's fair. And Gunnar says, yeah, they won't keep getting him money. That's true. I honestly think that this winter window is probably the last time. If that. If that. But yeah. Oh man, QER at the left back. QER at left back, people. We had Yuri and Timber and Tomiyasu, and we have QER at left back. And I actually vouched for this guy. I couldn't believe it. I vouched for this guy to possibly get a start against Liverpool because he's more defensive than Zinchenko. And then you see this guy, they were running up and down. They own the right side of the pitch today. They were running up and down the field. It was Fulham, man. Fulham. Are you kidding me? And Ben White dropped a stinker too. He didn't mark his man, and they got that cross in and scored. And then you saw freaking what's his name on Fulham? I can't believe I'm not remembering. Freaking whatever a Bobby Jarkova Reed is, whatever that guy. I've never heard of that guy before, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't watch Fulham, but that guy was absolutely torching QER, and there was no pressure on him once he got into that final third. None. It's like QER is not ready for the Premier League. He's not. Sure, you can play him against like League One FA Cup opposition or League Cup opposition. Yeah, go for it. He's good for that. But other than that, loan him out. I mean, if we're not in those if we're not in those cup competitions anymore, loan him out. Get him out of here. What is he doing here? Would you give the job to Emery? No, I wouldn't. We need somebody better than Emery. Yeah, this is the isn't this the Emery that just lost who was it to Sheffield? That Emery? Nah. People have short memories when it comes to Unai Emery. Yeah, big him up. He won in Europe. Big him up. I'm not saying that he's a bad manager, but in the Premier League, when the going gets tough, Unai Emery crumbles. There's that. Big up Lenny Moon every single time. Yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody inside the chat. Make sure that you are smashing the hell out of the likes. We have 39 inside. Make sure that you are subbing. Make sure that you are subscribing. Make sure that you are subscribing to the Football Corner sod. And that reminds me, I actually have to get the redirect going over to Mr. Husam's channel. If you have not watched the American Idiot Show with Husam on it, go over there and watch that, or go to our community tab and watch that. It was incredible. Hold on one second. Let me get this going. Make sure that you guys are smashing the likes. Make sure that you are getting your questions in. I am not doing a player ratings today because that is just a waste of time. Nobody gets a more than a 5 from me today, and a 5 would be lucky. A 5 would be lucky. These guys, no passion, no commitment, playing patty cake. Absolutely embarrassing today. Absolutely embarrassing. How much money has Emery got, though? It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this Emery hype is that he does have good players there. He has arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. Moussa Diaby is supposed to be one of the best right wingers in the world. Villa are not mugs. Here's the thing: is Villa are not a team that you go to and there's just like, oh yeah, we're not going to take these guys seriously. We're going to dog walk them. No, you're not. They've beaten how many teams in the Big Six have they beaten? You know what I mean? Emery, I don't think Emery would do any better with money. Actually, you know what? Let me say that. Emery still just in the league. I'll just say this again. Emery in the league, he's going to eventually fall off. He's too inconsistent. You'll see it. I'm sorry. The revisionist history that is going on with Unai Emery is kind of nuts because people were calling for his head after a year in charge. People, like, obviously we didn't want Mikel Arteta coming in. Like, you wanted a higher level manager than that. But come on, guys. Like, let's stop thinking. Let's think about where we were at in the league at the point when Emery got the can. got the can. TJ, let's be real. If you acted like your Nuggets, we'd win it all. Shout out to the NBA champions from a Heat fan. Yeah, no, big up the Nuggets every single time. And that's another thing that I need to kind of bring up too, is that if you want to have an idea of how the Cronkies how do I say this? If you want to have an idea of how the Cronkies run their franchises, all you got to do is look at the Avalanche, the Nuggets, and the LA Rams. If they see an up and coming coach, they will back him until they give him until they give them a reason not to. The Avalanche hired Jared Bednar. Sorry, I'm slow today, guys. Hired Jared Bednar and they finished last place the first year that he came in, and he consistently brought them and got them better every single year. And they've been Stanley Cup contenders every year. The Nuggets, same thing. Steady rise until they eventually win the NBA championship. Until they start seeing the money stop coming in and results stop fanning off, they will pull the ripcord. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that enough with Mikel Arteta. So all the people that are calling for Arteta's head, I get it. I'm there with you now. Because we see the writing on the wall. But the Cronkies don't necessarily see that after one or two losses. You think the Cronkies are watching every single game? You think that they're going to see that scoreline and say, oh, yeah, no, well, it wasn't that bad. No, it was obviously our worst performance of the season. There's no doubt about that. But Mikel's going to be able to talk him out of it in the box at Ball Arena or SoFi Stadium or wherever they're discussing his next contract or wherever he's going to be going to buy, to beg them for money to bring in Ivan Toney or some other project from Portugal. Like, everybody needs to slow down. Like, we can obviously call for Arteta out all we want, but we have to be realistic. It's probably not going to happen. Hi, Pete. Bye, Pete. Yeah, I'm not having it, guys. I'm not having it today. I'm not having the pro Arteta talk today. Like, you guys can believe that, but that's okay. Let's pray the new year can be saved. Arteta getting sacked tonight. No, he won't. Unfortunately, no, he won't. No, I would not hire Xavi Alonso. I need to see more out of Xavi Alonso. Yeah, that doesn't happen in the Premier League. What are you talking about? I wasn't Emery out. Okay, that's fine. I was. Sorry. I definitely was. All right, let's see. Final few minutes here, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Donna Cullen says, TJ, when Mr. Theo, where will you be streaming next time? You will catch me tomorrow getting cooked on American Waffle. I believe we will go at our normal 1 a.m. UK time. That is 8 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. Make sure that you guys are going and subscribing to Staffy TV. Even though he is one of the biggest frauds on YouTube, he is a friend of mine, and he is essentially creating the next big six over there with this American Waffle show. It'll be me. It'll be Jacob. It'll be Vader. I think that fraud Mike Doss is coming back too. So you'll have the original cast, and it's slowly turning into the Americans version of the Big Six. It's a great show. So make sure that you guys are going over there and smashing up the subs on Staffy TV. And if you guys want to, TJ, I don't know how to get to Staffy TV, go to the community, go to the my channel page, and you will see under the featured on section, you will see Staffy TV there. Just click it and hit subscribe, people. Hit it and hit subscribe. Let's see. We need to throw the bag at Simeone and Zidane. There is zero chance either of them would come here. Zidane, because I'm honestly thinking like this is kind of a tire fire of a team right now, just because yeah, we have the players, but the mentality is in the absolute garbage. Like, I would love to see Zidane. I would love to see Simeone. I would love to I would see a Hans Flick in here, because at least he can run an attack. Like, give me somebody that can actually play football, that can actually run a football team and play fluid, advanced football. I don't know what happened to this team. I don't know what happened. And don't tell me it's because we're missing Granit Xhaka. Like, I don't know what happened to this football team, but yeah. Yikes. Yikes is all I'm going to say. Yeah, everybody wanted the Don, man. Everybody wanted the Don, but he's gone. Big up Jaminho every single time. Jaminho, I can't believe we're going to say it. Hashtag Jaminho was right. Jaminho was right. Man, he's a little bit he's a little bit harsh when he says it, but yeah, he's right. Hansi Flick was a class manager at Bayern, won 37 wins out of 40, isn't spoken about enough. I absolutely agree with you, Jaminho. And here's another thing. He won the sextuplet. I can't even name all the trophies, but it's the Champions League, the German League, the Pokal, and there are 3 more that I don't even know. But during the 2020 season, obviously it was the COVID season, but during the 2020 season, he won everything. He won everything. Germany, I don't really even hold the German national team debacle against him because Germany has fallen off. But Hansi Flick has shown that he can be a consistent winner. I just need a winner with trophies in their cabinet that were not furnished by other teams and by other managers and other squads. And not their squads, I mean. That was Emery's squad. Oh. Big up the Irish volcano every single time. Kyle Walsh Gunner. TJ, I told you by the 1st of Jan we'd be out of the league. Yes. We're not out of it yet, but we're falling. Kyle, you were absolutely right, man. I know. I just wish you weren't right, I guess. It's I think our buddy Matt calls that hope strategy. I'm just absolutely dejected, deflated. It's just it's absolutely sickening to me. I think that's the only word I can use is sickening. I'm sickened and disappointed. Sickened and disappointed by what I saw today. I'm just gonna answer a few more questions, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. We'll go an hour. We'll go another 9 minutes, and we'll get out of here. I know I've been saying I'm gonna get out of here, but we got 34 people watching. Make sure that you are liking, subscribing to the Football Corner as well. We're missing Granit Xhaka, though, is the thing. As much as I hate him, I'm starting to miss him now, just a small bit. He broke lines a lot better than our current midfield can. That's the one thing that I will give Granit Xhaka, and he got stuck in there. But I'm also not gonna paper over the cracks of what he did. Like, people have short-term memories. He was not perfect. He was very, very good. He was very, very good at breaking lines and advancing the ball up the pitch. Our current midfielders don't do that. As much as Declan Rice is an incredible midfielder, I'm very, very glad that we bought him. But he is a defensive midfielder in the truest sense of the word. That guy, unless it is on a plate for him, obviously you can give him the Chelsea goal, but other than that, it's been put on a plate for him for the other 2 goals that he got. He's been very, very good defensively, but he is not good at getting the ball up the pitch unless he is running it and he has a lane. He is not good at through passes, whereas Thomas Partey has that ability. Granit Xhaka had that ability. Kai Havertz, awful. He was awful today. He truly returned to form today, too. And another thing that I want to kind of bring up too is I understand why we started QWR. I understand why, but Tomiyasu came in and you immediately saw a little bit of a better performance at the back there. Tomiyasu coming off of an injury, obviously he wasn't perfect, but Jakub Kiwior, get this guy out of my club. Put him on loan. Make him develop somewhere else. I can't say it enough. Big up everybody who's new here. Make sure that you're smashing the likes. Yes, it is a negative stream. Uncle Jester's, hello, my guy. See you soon. Yeah, Chelsea still aren't going to get top 4. I haven't forgotten that. I haven't forgotten you said that, Uncle Jester's. You absolute fraud. Which channel will you be on next? I'm not playing games tonight because I'm going out with my wife, Sark. So I don't know if Sarcasm's sitting here running it on New Year's Eve, but I am going out with my wife for New Year's Eve, people. So I will be on Staffy TV on Monday, and then just keep an eye on the community page for the schedule for the rest of the week. We will be back to full time. Damien says, guys, we need Arteta. Still world class. Will back at the top soon. Back your manager. I bet my life he's getting the title. So this is just Pete Haywood under a new name. Just behave, and I won't ban you again, but I will ban you again. Rice is a snaky prick. He was awful today. Minus 10,000 in the player ratings. It was easily his worst match in an Arsenal shirt, but nobody played well, Jaminho. Nobody played well. Like, what are we doing here? What are we talking about? Like, these guys are not it. These guys were not it today. Again, What was Eddie Nketiah doing all game? Look, Gabriel Jesus is not a finishing 9, but I would rather have a non-finishing 9 than a poacher 9 who doesn't poach anything. You said Eddie Nketiah out into the wilderness, you are going to starve. You're going to starve. You're on a camping strip with Eddie Nketiah, and you need him to shoot, and you need him to hit the target, and he will not get you shit. You are starving. You are eating leaves. This guy cannot bag. He is not the levels, people. He is not the levels. Luca's live. Hi, Luca. Then what are you doing here? Smash the like before you leave. But what are you doing here? Go over and talk to your audience. What are you doing here? Our best player was Ray. I never thought I'd say it after I was sick of giving, but he was the best player today. Yeah, well, they didn't give him any. They didn't give him any support. Neither of those goals were his fault. Like, I don't even think it wouldn't have mattered who was in goal today. Honestly, wouldn't have mattered. Have you done player ratings yet, TJ? No, I'm not going to do player ratings because none of them get above a 5. It's honestly not even worth it. It's honestly not even worth it to me. So yeah, we'll do player ratings during the next match. We'll do it during the Liverpool match. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for that yet, but I think I'll be doing a watch along if it doesn't interfere with work. I will start doing watch alongs on this channel starting in the new year. I'm just working out a scoreboard with Connor, and yeah, we'll move. You guys will get to see me lose my mind during the match now too. Let's see. What are you slandering Eddie again, TJ? Gas. Well, wouldn't you be slandering him too? I mean, he makes Richarlison look like freaking Ronaldinho. I'm lost for words, guys. I'm lost for words. Honestly. Saliba was woeful today. He's been average ever since that City game, to be honest. I think he's been average. He started dropping off beginning of December, and people haven't acknowledged it yet because they're riding the Saliba agenda, which I understand. Back your players to a point, but you also have to call them out when they're not doing the business. Saliba did not do the business today. He didn't. He was on the back line for that goal, for the first goal. So, I'm not calling these guys world class, and people that are calling the likes of Saliba and Saka and Odegaard world class really need to check themselves. We really need to check themselves. George says, hopefully this hasn't ruined your night, TJ. Arteta has for me. Nah. I'll take a nap. I'll wake up. I'll be, it'll be a new year next year. And yeah, we move. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna let this club ruin more than a half a day for me. I can't be bothered, especially when they don't put half the effort. They don't put half the effort into the game that I do into these shows. So what's the point? Especially today. Unbelievable. Arsenal has to be the only club to go through phases only to be in the same crap and be created. Big up Neil, by the way. What phase was Fulham and the rest in? Because I tell you, it doesn't take one to be successful. I'm done with the phase talk. So anybody who comes to me with the phase talk, I don't care. And I don't care if you're a Spurs fan, Aston Villa fan, United fan, a City fan, it doesn't matter. This whole phase is you either win or you lose, and that's it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the phases. The phase talk is a joke, and honestly, it's a tired subplot. I'm so tired of people bringing that up. Phase talk. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. This is professional sport. You either win or you're a fucking loser. That's just the way it is. Question: how many current players are good enough to win the league title, either as starters or as squad players? Well, that's a great question, people. Put your answer to this question in the chat, and this will probably be the last question I answer. Other than this one, he was shit today, Cube. How many current players are good enough to win the league title, either as starter or as squad players? Yeah, I'll go through the lineup. Let's see. David Raya, maybe. I would say no. Saliba, Rice, and I'm not even saying that they would start. I'm just saying in the squad. Bukayo and Jesus, but Jesus would be playing on a wing. I don't think Jesus is cut out for center forward or a striker, all-out striker position, man. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Martinelli maybe, but I haven't seen it out of Martinelli. Yeah. Yeah, no, Saka, yes. Saka, yes. I think that the manager, he is suffering under the manager right now. I think that Saka is suffering under the manager a little bit. He needs to get rid of that dumb haircut and focus a little bit more, but I think he's kind of suffering under the manager right now. I'm not going to lie. Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, Martinelli, Tomiyasu, Timber, Saka, Saliba, Rice, maybe Martinelli as starters. I don't think Tomiyasu's good enough. I don't think Ramsdale's good enough. But the rest of those, yeah, I could hear. Gabriel without Saliba is a tough shout, though. It's a tough shout. Saka needs to be dropped. Did you see Nelson today? If you watched the game, you wouldn't be saying this. Reece Nelson is not the levels we need to win. Reece Nelson is not good enough. He's not good enough. Big up, Hendon Gooner. Go enjoy your New Year's Eve, TJ Warren, and all the chat watching. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Big up everybody inside. Make sure that you are smashing the likes. Make sure that you are smashing the subs. That is more important, people. We are on the way to 700 subs, people. 700 subs. Big up Shakar for the super chat. Big up Dow for the huge super chat. Big up Dow. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Big up Dal every single time. Big up everybody who watched this stream. If you like this stream, make sure that you are commenting on the video. Let me know what you think about my new stance on this manager. I am now Arteta out. People, we need somebody that will lead this team in another direction. And that direction needs to be up the table. Because right now, we are middling. Yeah. Jeez. Jesse Uptown. Bro grew a beard already. Damn. That's an old photo. I need to update the photos. You guys are hilarious. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. 2-1 to Fulham, unfortunately, people. Make sure that you're smashing the like, commenting on the video, sharing the channel around. We will see you on American Waffle tomorrow on Staffy TV. And just keep an eye on the community page for future shows. Until then, guys, I can't believe I'm going to end the show on this, but Arteta out.